It was summer once again on the island of Sodor. The engines can feel the heavy workload. The Skarloey Railway was packed with holidaymakers who want to see the lakes. The little engines understand the heavy workload, but they don't like to let their passengers down. All the engines, except Sir Handel. "It's time I had a rest," he grumbled. "Why?" asked Peter Sam. "Passengers. Anyone would think we'd nothing better to do than giving them rides all day." "But Sir Handel, you know what happened to us when passengers didn't come to our old line? It closed. We're lucky to have them if you ask me." "Pah!" snorted Sir Handel, and he puffed away. He collected his coaches and waited for James's stopping train. While he waited, he made a plan. A bolt holding the part of his cab had come loose. He felt it wobble on his way to the station. "If I rock and roll, I can shake my cab even looser. Then I shall rest when it gets mended." As he collected his passengers, Sir Handel was bucketing along the line. "Steady, boy," cautioned his driver. But Sir Handel grinned. His plan was working. At the sheds later that night, Sir Handel's fireman was checking his springs, but he found nothing wrong. "I'll mention that bad bit of line to Mr. Hugh," said the driver. "But I think Sir Handel's up to something," he whispered to the fireman as they walked to the station. The next day, Sir Handel bounced so much that he nearly derailed himself at the middle station. He quietened down as they reached the lake. As he was shunting up the loop, Sir Handel landed a bad bump. The bolt broke from his cab. Just then, his driver said, "You'll have to take the train. Skarloey and Peter Sam are at the middle station bringing an enthusiast special." Sir Handel was cross. Puffing his way through the middle station, Skarloey and Peter Sam heard a strange noise. It sounded like an engine wanted to whistle. When Sir Handel came into view, the two engines tried not to laugh, as every time he crossed a rail joint, a faint peep was heard. They couldn't resist it. Even his driver and fireman laughed too, but Sir Handel was embarrassed and cross. That evening, his driver and fireman mended him. "We're sorry we laughed," they said, "but your whistle chain caught in your cab. The crosser you got, the more you rattled, and the more you rattled, the more you whistled." Sir Handel didn't say anything. His idea, he decided, hadn't been such a good one after all.